Crypto Caesar Capital. Hope you're well. It's the 1st of January 2024. Happy New Year. We're going to start the new year off by looking at Casper Labs. This is something that I'm super bullish about. You will probably know I was tweeting about this a long time ago. I did a video on this. I think it might be 8 or 9 months ago. I don't know. You'd have to go and have a look. But I did quite a deep dive into Casper at that point. And then I followed that up with my group because in my VIP group, I released a altcoin research document, which is 33 pages long. I released that in September. It's my top 10 altcoins for this cycle. And within that, I have listed Casper Labs, and I go into some detail in that document. But the long and short of it is this. Casper Labs is a monster, and if you start your research on it, you'll quickly find out that this is a huge project with an extremely good team behind it, lots of backing, and I would be very surprised if Casper doesn't do very well this cycle. You can see in this chart that Casper has now been in this accumulation range for 599 days. That's a significant period of time. It dropped down into the accumulation range in May of 22, and it's kind of just remained in this area of accumulation now, deviating above the range back in April 23. But then dropping back down into it, but being in this range now for 599 days. So that's pretty significant. And in my view, once it breaks above this range of about 6 cents or so, 0.057 or 6 cents, say, I think that there could be a potential explosive move to the upside. What we've got to be wary about, though, at this stage is Bitcoin. And, you know, Bitcoin has been trading to the upside for a considerable amount of time, and it may well be that Bitcoin is due a correction. And if Bitcoin corrects, then it's going to take everything with it. But that being said, that, you know, I'm looking at the chart now, and I'll tell you what I see. Essentially, we've got this area of resistance, which is, you know, as I said, 0.057 or about 6 cents. If Casper can break above this area of resistance, which has been a mammoth area of resistance, 599 days, it's remained in that range. If it can break above that, then we're looking at least 7 cents, and then probably 10 cents, and then 24 cents. Those are the levels, really. Once you get above 24 cents, I mean, you know, the sky is blue above. Who knows where it will go? I've given you my price predictions for Casper. I do a deep dive in that previous video. I mean, $1 would not surprise me at all for Casper Labs, maybe a little bit more. So let's look at this realistically, okay? This chart, in my view, is not a bearish chart, okay? If we can break above this area here, then I think all of this is open to us, okay? And I think these targets might be met pretty quickly, okay? Given that Casper's market cap is still quite small, and given the size of the project, I think that, you know, reaching these areas up here of 24 cents is going to be absolutely possible, and that could come fairly quickly. But, you know, I hesitate to say Bitcoin has been trending upwards now for a significant period of time, and if Bitcoin is going to take a bit of a dip, which it probably may well do, then that's going to pull the altcoin market down with it. But let's look at this. Sometimes it's better to look at things on an inverted scale. Okay, we're looking at, let's look at it on an inverted scale. So this is Casper on an inverted scale. Okay, and you can see here that, you know, if we were looking at this chart, we would say that this is bearish. Okay, because it's failed to break it. You know, it got this level here of 2, and then it failed to get above that area, and it's failed again here, then it's failed again. It's just continually failing to break above this area, which means now once it breaks down below this area of what you would call support, okay, if this is a bearish chart, once it breaks this area, then it's going to start tumbling down, okay, to at least this area, and probably maybe find a low deeper than that. So I mean, that is Casper inverted, okay? But then if we take it back to regular, sorry, take it back. Logarithmic. There we go. So if we take it back and look at it like that, then it's pretty simple, isn't it? That's a bullish chart. Okay, so it's a bullish chart. It's just, I think Casper's one of those projects that you've just got to wait it out a bit, you know. It's a bit of a painful wait, but still, you know, it's still, I would say about 80%, 89% off the lows. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's 91% off the lows. That's pretty good. I mean, you know, it has, in fact, it's outperformed XRP in the last financial quarter. Okay, obviously XRP is one of those things that you just have to wait for, and I think Casper is a similar coin that you just got to wait out, be patient. But you know, when you look at what Casper's about and what Casper can do and the team behind it, I'm super bullish. So to round up, okay, let's conclude with my views. Number one, Casper has been in this range for 599 days. Okay, that's a massive accumulation range, and I think once it can break above that and get a bid, then I think it's going to be an explosive move to the upside. Caution around Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's going to take a bit of a dump, then it's going to drag everything down with it. So that could be something potentially that could you know, not help Casper in this situation. But let's just see what happens with the ETF news. I mean, it may well be that if Bitcoin can trend sideways or a little bit down or up and sideways or just up, then Casper will certainly be able to catch a bid. But, you know, we've got a considerable amount of time left in this cycle. We've got at least another year, maybe 2 years. So there is plenty of time for Casper to get that bid. And I think once Casper gets listed on a major exchange, which it's not at the moment, it's not listed on any really major exchange, but once it gets listed on the likes of Binance, Coinbase, you know, Kraken, etc., then I think it's really going to start getting that depth of liquidity, because at the moment the order books are a bit thin if you look at them, but I think once it gets on a major exchange, that the order books are going to be a bit deeper, the liquidity depth is going to be better, and I think it's going to be much easier to start moving this thing to the upside. So conclusion is, we've got these levels. We need to break 6 cents. Then we've got 7 cents. Then we've got 10 cents. And then it's 24 cents. Once 24 cents is broken, who knows where it's going to go. But I'm fairly certain that at some point in 2024, 24 cents is probably going to be broken. So there we are. That's it. If you want to join the group, links in the description to the website. Check out the website. Check out what we do. One of the best groups in the business, of course, and you can send me an email via the website, or you can DM me on Twitter. Have a great day. Have a good 2024. Remain bullish. Casper's going to get there in the end. Just got to be patient. All right. Take care. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.